Imagine waking up in a normal hotel, and suddenly, gravity vanishes. The floor becomes the wall becomes the ceiling, and you're fighting in mid-air like it's the Matrix, but it's real. How is this possible? How does someone create a world where the laws of physics simply cease to exist? Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of a story that will blow your mind. A man wakes up on wet sand. He sees two children running into the sea. He yells for them, but they never look back. Suddenly, he's dragged into a luxurious mansion. A powerful old Japanese man looks at him and says, "I once knew a man with radical ideas. What is this guy doing there? Why does it feel like he's lived this before?" Hang tight, because the madness is just starting. They can enter people's minds using shared dream technology. They want to steal a secret, but the target's own mind fights back. A mysterious woman appears out of nowhere and ruins everything. The dream collapses. They wake up on a train, and the target looks at them, smiling, "You're good, but I'm better." In that moment, you realize nothing is what it seems. He tests reality with a simple object, a small spinning top. If it stops, he's awake. If it keeps going, he's dreaming. The Japanese man makes an offer that changes everything. "Plant an idea in my rival's head, and I'll give you the chance to go home and see your kids." An idea. Just one. But an idea, once planted, is impossible to remove. And to do this, they'll have to go down 3 levels of dreaming. 3 levels. They recruit a genius architect to build the dreams. First test, she draws a labyrinth. Then, she folds all of Paris like it's made of paper. Streets become walls. Buildings curve over them. She walks on a street that is now perpendicular to the ground. And then she discovers the secret. The team leader carries a trauma that is leaking into everyone's dreams, a woman who shouldn't be there. A forger, a chemist, an architect, a point man, and the obsessed leader. They plan 3 layers of dreaming. Each deeper layer multiplies time. 5 minutes in the real world become an hour, then days, then decades. They're going to drug the target on a 10-hour flight and descend to the bottom of his mind. What could go wrong? The flight takes off. They put the target to sleep. Level 1, a rainy city. They kidnap the guy, but his mind is trained. Soldiers appear out of nowhere. Gunfire everywhere. The Japanese man gets shot. If he dies in the dream, he dies for real. Level 2, a luxury hotel. They have no choice. They descend to level 2. They convince the target that he's dreaming, and that the only way to escape is to go deeper. Meanwhile, in the level above, the van is being chased, and suddenly, it falls off a bridge. Gravity disappears in the hotel. The entire hallway becomes a rotating cylinder of combat. One of the guys fights several men alone, on the ceiling, on the walls, in the air. It's simply insane. Level 3, a fortress in the middle of the snow. They need to reach the deepest vault in the guy's mind. Explosions, gunshots, an avalanche, everything happening simultaneously across 3 levels. But the woman from the leader's trauma appears again, and kills the target. Now they have to descend to the most dangerous place of all, limbo, where time no longer exists. In limbo, decades pass in minutes. The leader finds the projection of the woman he loves, and finally tells the truth. He planted the idea in her head years ago. The idea that destroyed them both. He stays behind to save the Japanese man, and together they return. Everyone wakes up on the plane. Mission accomplished. He passes through immigration. Arrives home. Sees his children. And spins the top one last time. The top spins, and starts to wobble. Is it going to fall? Or will it keep spinning forever? He never finds out. The screen goes black. And you're left there, thinking, was all of it real? Or is he still dreaming? If you know which movie this is, if you've watched it and your head is exploding right now, drop the title in the comments. Which scene marked you the most? Was the ending real or not? Leave a like if your mind is melting right now. Subscribe for more recaps that will keep you hooked until the end. See you in the next dream. If you love movies that mess with your head, you're in the right place. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next mind-bending recap.